guys? ImNotMagic here, and I'm sure a lot of you guys were unsure whether there was going to be another video up on this channel or not. My last Q&A video I left it a little vague, and I did that more just to kind of fuck with you guys. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be still uploading onto this channel. I'm going to try to get back into it, be more active. I know I say this every time, but I'm serious about it this time. You guys just saw me upload 7 videos in a row, so you know, I have some credibility now. But yeah, I'm going to be going for like 1 to 2 videos a week probably. So, you know, when you see those videos, be sure to, you know, check them out, watch them, rate them, you know, comment on them, you know, jack off to them. I don't care. But yeah, the video I have for you guys today is super fucking awesome. It's probably one of the sketchier things that's happened to someone I know. And you know, they definitely dodged a bullet with it. So I'm going to be talking about what happened my freshman year of college. This is with my roommate. I'm going to call him Daniel for this video's purposes. But yeah, my roommate Daniel from freshman year, how he almost got arrested. Well, I mean, he did get arrested, but he almost went to jail for, you know, a decently long time in, you know, federal prison. So my friend and roommate Daniel was, you know, a pretty cool kid. He was like 5'7", you know, didn't really like get into a lot of like altercations or anything. He just kind of smoked a lot of weed and like drank and, you know, whatever. He was super chill, super funny, and I love the kid. But he always got into like this like different alter ego whenever his friend came down. And, you know, for the purposes of this video, I'm gonna go ahead and call his friend Nick. And Nick, you know, was a bigger dude, probably weighed closer to like, you know, 200, 250 pounds. And, you know, he's just a bigger guy. He looked like he's definitely like survived the streets for his fair share of time. You know, he just has like that kind of look to him. And Nick always had this backpack that he kept on him, and the backpack had, you know, God knows what kind of drugs in them. And every time they came down, they would do like some drug or some shit. So Nick came down this one time, and he brought a lot of cocaine down, like an absolute ridiculous amount. And so, you know, my roommate Daniel and Nick, they're, you know, doing coke. They're trying to party, having a good time. They're about to go out and stuff. And so it's me and my friend, and, you know, we're at my dorm room too, and, you know, we're just drinking, or I don't even remember what we were doing. We weren't even doing anything that night, you know, we were just kind of taking it easy. Daniel comes back into our room because he had left for some reason. He looked like really heated, and we're like, yo, dude, like, what's up? Like, what's wrong? You know, he's not the kind of person who gets like into like these altercations. And he comes in the room, he's just like, dude, some kid just called me a faggot walking by, and I just want to punch his face in right now, like, going off and on. And I was kind of like, dude, like, that's not really that big of a deal. Like, someone called you a faggot, like, who cares? Like, fuck that kid. And, you know, Daniel's like, no, like, this is bullshit. And Nick gets up, and they're both on coke, and Nick gets up, he's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, no one talks to you like that. Like, show me where this kid is, and, you know, we'll set this straight right now. And so they go over to their dorm room, you know, they leave the door open, and so me and my friend were just kind of standing back, we're kind of watching this whole situation going down, like, kind of crossing our fingers that we get to see a fight, because that'd be kind of funny. And so, you know, they're kind of just talking, working it out, like, not really arguing. It seemed really, like, mellow. And so, you know, Nick and Daniel look like they're about to leave, and they're walking out, and just out of nowhere, Nick grabs this kid's shirt and just straight punches him straight to the nose. This kid goes straight to the fetal position, has bloody nose, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. Me and my friend were like, holy shit, like, what just happened? And, you know, Nick's just like, fuck you, like, all this stuff. And they walk away, and we're just like, holy crap. So, you know, we're kind of standing around just, like, waiting for, like, more to happen, more commotion to happen. So finally some RAs and UPDs arrived to the scene. And, you know, the officers are, like, taking down the kid's information and stuff, and they're basically telling them, you know, there's not really much they're going to do about it. Like, they don't know where the kid is, you know. The one guy who got punched wouldn't give up any names or anything. And so the officers are just kind of like, okay, well, we don't really know who to look for, so we're just going to kind of file the report and not really do anything about it. So literally my roommate and his friend, like, got away with it. Like, they were in the home stretch. And for some fucking reason, you know, as the cops were walking away, they come back, they're, like, running full sprint, and they, like, obviously, like, making a scene. So the cops turn and they, like, look to see, like, who these kids are running down the hallway. And they go straight back to the dorm room, start pounding on the door. And me and my friend are just like, what are they doing? The cops turn back around and kind of, like, stop them and question them. The other people open the door because they just knocked on it. And the cops are just kind of like, dude, like, is there a problem? And they're like, yeah, like, we're here to, like, go around to this kid and, like, you know, fuck him up and, like, fight him. And the cops are like, okay, well, it's very obvious that you guys were the first people to, you know, punch him. So, like, and so the cops arrest my friend and my roommate and his friend. And, you know, it's kind of a no-brainer. It's like, you guys literally got away with it. You were fucking home free, and you had to go back to, like, try to finish, like, what you started. And it just seems so stupid to me. And so, you know, and so the cops ended up arresting them and patting them down. And this is where it got sketchy, is that my friend and I were asked to, like, leave the scene after we provided, like, our, like, details or whatever. We didn't really say anything to the RAs or anything. We were just like, yeah, I don't know. We just saw someone get punched. So we went back to our room, and about an hour later, we see them both walk into the dorm room. Both of them were charged with disturbing the peace or some shit. That was like the only thing they could officially get charged with, because the one kid who got punched didn't want to like put any charges on him or anything. I guess he was like trying to be like noble about it or some shit. And so Daniel is telling us that like once the cops were patting him down, that he was scared to death because the cops came across this bag of cocaine that he had in his pocket, literally felt the bag. And my roommate Daniel's just like, oh yeah, that's just my phone. And I mean, I'm sure some of you haven't ever like felt a bag of cocaine before, but it doesn't really feel like a phone. So I'm not sure entirely like how he got away with that. I mean, we must have had like just the stupidest campus police department ever at that point. But he literally pulls out this bag of cocaine from his pocket and shows us what the cop felt. And I don't really know measurements or anything, but this seemed like enough cocaine to definitely go away to jail for a long time. I mean, cocaine's pretty illegal still, so I don't know. But I mean, he pulled that out of his pocket, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, like you definitely could have gone to jail, and like I wouldn't have seen you for like 10 years. So I don't know, it kind of blew my mind. I don't know if you guys have any stories like this. Hopefully not. But if you do, I don't know, let me know in the comments, because it's pretty gnarly to have drugs like that on you and get searched by a cop and still kind of get away with it. But yeah, the guy never really pressed charges on him. They didn't really get in trouble, and it just seems like shit could have hit the fan way harder than it did. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this story. If you did, leave it a rating. It'd be greatly appreciated. I love you guys. And yeah, I will see you all later. All right, peace.